What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to try out that Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, and apparently it's Season 2. So, it ran pretty decently on the Steam Deck and Ally X. I was actually surprised. I figured this game was going to run like garbage on everything, especially because of all the horror stories I heard about it, but this is why I don't pay attention to horror stories. Mostly because by the time I play any of these games, they've already had a bunch of patches of this, that, and the other thing. Now, I've also heard a lot of controversy saying this game is just bad and trash and yada yada, but I'm not going to make that decision until I actually play it and whatnot. I never do. Half the time people say a game sucks, I like it, and then half the time I'll like a game like Black Myth, and a lot of people like that game, but then a lot of people say that game's trash. So, same thing with Space Marines 2, love that game. That's probably like my game of the year. That and Black Myth Wukong, I can't decide between the two. They're so fucking close for different reasons. But anyway, I'm not expecting this game to be anywhere near as good as that, but as long as I can kill a couple hours, turn your brain off, and just play some games, maybe it'll be good enough for that. I guess we'll find out once I play. I'll give my honest opinion on it if anybody asks at that point. Until then, we're just gonna get ourselves some gameplay. So, speaking of which, why don't we shut up and go get some of that said gameplay?
So let's start off with 1080p, just like we did on the Ally X. Now that's probably not gonna run very good. It did not run, it barely stayed like around 30 FPS on the Ally X. And that did not have it recording and taking up, CPU and GPU power. So this is with OBS, so take away like 4 or 5 FPS, maybe even more. But anyway, let's hop into the game and see what it does. Well, no, we're getting like 20 FPS, and I think like even if we weren't recording, this would probably still not be extremely fun to play. But regardless, we'll go get like a minute-ish. I don't think too many people would want to play like this, but just in case there are some people out there that do, I'll play for a little just so they can see.
See what I mean?
Afterburner! Oh. Almost killed myself there, but luckily you can run up walls, even with no fuel.
Just gotta do what I do best.
Anyway though, that's enough of that. Let's go drop it down to 900p and see if that helps. Well, here's 900p now. So, I should drop that down to medium. I think I messed that up on the Ally X, but I can't remember or not. Anyway, that is now the bottom. Let's go see if we can actually get some playable FPS now. Now here we go, 900p medium. And it's already doing that weird frame time garbage. And it also has OBS, killing some FPS, but I think we would still not stay above 30 the whole time. Even if we weren't recording. We're dropping all the way down to 23. There's no way it's taking up, that much FPS. Unfortunate, but I think it's just VRAM. I think this game just needs too much, and this thing can only have 4, to my understanding. Should be able to have more, but
I'm always prepared to hit my target.
it just cannot. As far as I can tell, it can only have 4. Now, if I went and got 64 gigs, then I could have 8, but I don't really want to have 6. Me nor no one else with a system like this probably wants to waste money on 64 gigs of RAM for something like that. Because I feel like anything that would require 64 gigs of RAM, you probably wouldn't want to run on a system such as that. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's some kind of stuff it would be great at if it just had a little more RAM. Anyway though, let's drop her down to 720p now. So, now, 720p time, we're going to do everything on low now, just to see if we can scrape by and stay on at 4 gigs of RAM, of VRAM, but it still looks like we're at 3.9 just sitting in this menu here, but we are still in the game too, so that probably just is the full, game VRAM buffer. But anyway, let's go hop in the game and see if it'll run now. Okay, so here's low. And it looks like we can at least get playable frame rates now, for now. I'm sure it'll start doing that stutter crap in a little while here. I'm not sure of it, but that's usually what it does. Up, into the ocean I go. Alright, let's try that again. I don't know why I was having so much trouble with this all of a sudden, but I got by it quite a few times, and then all of a sudden I was just like, oh, nope. All of a sudden I just can't do it. Oh, because I keep going down. I think I keep trying to like fly forwards by pressing the joystick down. I don't think I have to. I think I just have to hold it. If I just hit, you know, LB to or RB in this case, and A, I think I just do afterburner. If I just hold it down, I just do jetpack. So if I just hold it down, I think I'll just go straight. That's where I think I kept messing up, now that I'm sitting here watching myself. And it is indeed doing the weird stuttery crap. But again, I think this time it's because we're out of VRAM, or something could be overheating, but probably the VRAM. It has done this when it wasn't at 4 gigs of VRAM, though. That's what makes me think it's not entirely a VRAM problem. I can't quite put it down. I think it's got to be something like overheating or something limiting windows. I don't know. It's a weird issue. Oh, they put up a barrier. Even a sniper rifle can't go through it. Ow, stop shooting me. Only I am allowed to shoot you. So yeah, we're still dropping under 30. Well, recording anyway, but I don't think this would be very pleasant even if I wasn't recording. We'll get a little camera record gameplay at the end, but we're still going to try FSR before we move on to that, though. Who knows, maybe that'll smooth things out. Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Speaking of which, let's go do that now. So now we're going to do 720p again, but we're going to do FSR2 quality. So I don't know what that brings it down to, but probably not a very high resolution. But maybe that's what it'll take to get, like, at least over 30 the whole time. Although I think the other one probably would have stayed over 30 the whole time had we not been recording. But anyway, let's see how this does. So now here we go. We got a little FSR on now. Otherwise, same settings we had before. At least for now, the FPS and frame times are alright, but I have a feeling it won't last long. Nope, there it goes. Already starting all over again. So no matter what, we got these garbage frame times again. It's no fun. But on the other hand, I don't think too many people were getting this to play AAA titles anyway. Or if they were, they knew the limitations and they were only going to get like 30, 40 FPS with everything on low, or having to rely on FSR on top of that.
I am in a tunnel. It only has 2 exits.
Now we're at the shark guy.
Seems highly inadvisable.
So we'll let him read for a couple more seconds here, and then I think we will go ahead and move ourselves along, since I want to see what it's like without, you know, OBS mucking about and taking up frame. Well, now let's get ourselves a little camera pretty gameplay. And this is definitely not the most playable thing in the world. Obviously it doesn't look very good right now, but it's doing a lot better than when it was recording. And obviously it's going to look bad if you have it on a big old TV like this and play at 720p with FSR on, but that's all you can really do with this system to hopefully get playable FPS in games.
If only there were enemies here. That would
But it still has lots of its stutters, so it's still not exactly super playable. But I'm sure there's some people out there that could make do with this. If this was the only system they had. I wouldn't exactly find this super playable, but
much less resistance than water as well. Excellent. I hungered for more enemies. I will dive deep into combat and control the flow from within their ranks.
Selecting new targets.
Your sacrifices are greatly appreciated. I wanted some extra exercise.
Hey, Shocky, you want some real architecture? I'll show you all the top brooding and tackling spots in Gotham.
Oh, I already have a list. But I would love a true Gothamite's perspective.
Quinn's got a point on this one. Not many scenic views in my line of work. Can't get spotted.
Floyd might
oh, almost had it.
taken a vacation that wasn't work.
Greetings, Deadshot.
with you. That's the problem. Boomer, check in.
What, me? Yeah, see, I had to fight off half of Brainiac's army. Yeah, all on my own. Yeah, me!
So tell us all about that big fight just now.
Yes, regale us with your tales of glorious combat.
Yeah, well, you see,
Take your time, sweetie. Let the mental boomerang make it back.
whole chunk of them up ahead. At least, 30. Gotta knock them around first to get rid of those shields.
Where are they now? There they are. I was gonna say, I'm blind as a hell.
Quick work for the captain. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Reckon I can make that. Just gotta put one speed force in front of the other. Oh, that's a big un. But if Deadshot and Shark can make it, I sure as hell can. Gonna need every drop of speed force I've got.
Boomer, hurry your ass up.
Some of us are fighting tooth and nail out here. Can't rush that.
Do you require assistance?
Nah, I handled it like a professional.
Oh, I see.
Professional. Sure.
Alright. I think with that, that's plenty of camera recorded gameplay. So, why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League Season 2. And seems like it did the usual not very great, but I'm sure there's some people out there that would consider it playable. But I just don't like that 4GB RAM limit. That seems to really screw us over. Because then I think it spills over to, whatchamacallit. Well, actually no, it's probably, that one was using 23 gigs of actual RAM. It was probably actually running out of real RAM too. So who knows, maybe it was trying to access the page file and maybe that's why it keeps on lagging like that. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the exact cause of that. Because there's been a couple times it's done those little stuttery frame time things and we've been at like 3.2 gigs of VRAM. So it's like, okay, well no way it's the VRAM then. But then I forgot to look and see, well, was the game just at like 28 gigs of RAM or something like that? Because then that'll do it. We only got 32. But then how does the Ally X with less RAM do better? But anyway, that is all I got for you guys for this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.